This video is about the Piano Concerto No. 23 by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. I will explain the most important things about the work and the composer. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was born on January 27, 1756 in Salzburg. He was a musical prodigy and began composing at the age of 5. Mozart's father, Leopold Mozart, was an experienced music teacher and intensively encouraged the talents of his children. Wolfgang and his sister Nana traveled through many European countries and performed their music. Mozart wrote over 600 works, including symphonies, operas, and chamber music. Piano concertos are works for piano and orchestra in which the piano plays the main role. This form allowed the soloist to show off both his technical abilities and his musical expression. In the 18th century, piano concertos became increasingly popular, especially in Vienna, where Mozart wrote many of his concertos. These concerts were an important source of income for composers and at the same time a platform for musical innovation. The Piano Concerto No. 23 in A major, KV 488, was composed by Mozart in 1786. It is one of Mozart's most well-known and frequently performed piano concertos. The work consists of 3 movements, a fast first movement, a profound second movement, and a cheerful finale. The harmonies and melodies in this concerto are particularly expressive and show Mozart's mastery in composition. The first movement of the Piano Concerto No. 23 is written in the form of a sonata allegro. This means it has an exposition, a development, and a recapitulation. In the exposition, Mozart introduces the main themes, which are presented by the orchestra and the piano. The development elaborates on these themes before they return in the recapitulation. This movement is lively and full of musical dialogue between the soloist and the orchestra. The second movement, Adagio, is one of the most emotional movements Mozart ever wrote. It is a slow movement that is often described as heart-wrenching and profound. The piano plays a very lyrical and expressive melody here, accompanied by soft strings. This movement shows Mozart's ability to translate deep emotions into music. Many people find this movement to be a moment of calm and reflection. The final movement, Allegro assai, is fast and cheerful. It brings the concerto to an energetic and optimistic conclusion. In this part, many playful elements come to the fore, and the piano interacts intensely with the orchestra. The music is full of rhythm and shows Mozart's love of dance elements. This movement rounds off the piano concerto and leaves the listener with a feeling of joy and enthusiasm. In the Piano Concerto No. 23, the piano plays a central role and demonstrates Mozart's virtuosity as a pianist. The piano leads through the various moods and themes of the concerto. It answers the orchestra, engages in dialogue, and presents brilliant solo passages. Mozart's playing was known for its clarity, elegance, and expressive character, which is evident in this concerto. The orchestra in Mozart's Piano Concerto No. 23 consists of strings, woodwinds, and horns. These instruments create a warm and rich timbre that frames the piano. The strings provide deep and emotional undertones, while the woodwinds add bright and clear accents. The horns add a solemn and robust dimension. This interplay between the piano and the orchestra is a key to the concerto's dynamics. Mozart composed the Piano Concerto No. 23 during a very productive period of his life in Vienna. The concerto was premiered on April 2, 1786, with Mozart himself as the soloist. This period was a time of great musical development and personal change for Mozart. The premiere was an important moment, as it solidified Mozart's position as one of the leading musicians in Vienna.